Good morning.
Morning.
This morning we are at National Trust Canons Ashby towards Daventry. It's our closest National Trust estate. As you can see behind, the house is absolutely beautiful, the gardens are stunning, and the weather is even better. For late February, this weather is incredible. So today we're going to have a wander around, see what this place is like in winter, and also lockdown. So we're a bit restricted with what we can do, but we're gonna see what there is to see. So just to give you a bit of an idea about this house and its history. It was built in the 16th century, so it's sort of Tudor, and it was owned by the Dryden family, and it was built using masonry from fallen priory buildings. They first built the tower section in the middle, and then later added the wings and various other parts. So just to give you guys an idea of kind of the general layout, obviously we've got the house at the top with the gardens laid out sort of below it down the hill. These are all the vegetable gardens, which haven't got a lot in at the minute. The car park is just down here. There's a little walkway up to the house at the top. There's then a croquet pitch on the left hand side, or croquet lawn should I say, and then a walled garden further over. You can just see this little bit of wall here, that's the walled garden beyond. And then over this side here is their sort of cafe and shop and visitor centre. We're going to go there and see if that's sort of open, whether there's much going on at the minute. We'll find out.
So I think last year they filled this whole section with wild flowers for the bees. Hopefully they do that again this year. I see a couple of bees going around at the moment, and I'll show you the beehive in a second.
One other feature this property has is in its grounds has a very old church that I think you can go and visit, so we might go and check that out in a minute. But you can see, whilst there's not many flowers in the borders, the topiary and the hedging is beautiful.
So this is the beehive I was mentioning. Normally I think they put them down where I just showed the wild flower garden. There seems to be a ladybird and a giant bumblebee.
So is this a ha-ha?
No, I don't think it is. Because of the stone wall you can see it. Normally I guess with a ha-ha you just have the grass going right to the edge and then it just drops, so it kind of gives the illusion that it's all part of the same landscape.
So we've had an explore around the gardens.
Yeah.
As you can see, I didn't remember my sunglasses. So now we're just going to have a look at the cafe, see what's available. Even during the pandemic, I think maybe takeaway might be an option. Boo. But we'll have to come back. Hopefully in the summer, everything will be open back up, so that we can then have a look around the house, because the house is really old, obviously built in kind of Tudor times, so it's really got some character. Isabel, what do you think this does?
I don't know, I don't want to touch it.
So the cafe here is called the Tack Room. At the minute it's just a kiosk, but they've got a queuing system to keep everyone socially distanced, so we'll go and see what we can find. Just to give you an idea of what sort of things they're serving from this kiosk at the minute. It's mainly sort of ice creams, hot drinks, coffees, teas. They've got some cakes, cold drinks. Like I say, things like shortbread, Victoria sponge. The Victoria sponge looks amazing. And they've got ice creams as well. They have this lovely courtyard next to the cafe with the church in the background where you can eat your lunch. It's absolutely lovely. But we'll just have to wait. Sausage roll it is for now. We went to the cafe kiosk, got our sausage rolls. Sausage rolls for a sort of pre-lunch snack. And we're walking down. This is one thing, we've been here however many times, probably 10, probably maybe even more times, and we realised that you can actually leave the garden and walk out all the way down this big field down to a lake. So we're going to give that a try, maybe sit at the side of the lake and have a bit of lunch. So Izzy, without reading the sign, what do you think this is for on the wall here?
A throwing stone to get the target. I'm not really sure. I've never seen it anywhere else.
It almost looks like a archery target, but what it actually is for practicing musket, rifle and pistol shooting. So it's made of solid stone, and obviously regular practice I guess was essential and you needed something to shoot at, so apparently it was a deadly pastime. So we've had a really nice morning here at Canons Ashby. Do you think it's worth coming here at this time of year?
Obviously if you're local, about half an hour or so max I'd say, just to have like a little stroll around and have a look at all the bulbs coming up and see what's going to happen in the garden. Obviously
it's like late February at the minute, so there's not much going on in the gardens. You can't go in the house, you can't go in the church, but even so there's a lot of parkland around which you can go for a nice stroll. If you've got kids and things, they can run around. And the little kiosk cafe had a reasonable selection considering it's just for sort of teas and coffees and things. So yeah, I think, like you say, if you're close, it's probably worth visiting. But maybe wait till summer, hopefully when lockdown conditions have been lifted and the house is reopened, because the house is really...
Yeah, it's interesting, and there's quite a lot to look at, and
it's really old, so there's loads of character. But yeah, I think all in all, a good trip out. So that's it from us for now. We'll see you next time.
Bye!